Today on ELN Morning.
It didn't feel super different. Everyone was doing their usual thing.
After a deadly attack in the city, ELN and New York students experience what it means to be NYC strong.
And we've got a DJ in the house. Homecoming concert student opener Ben Waters is in the studio, and he's showing us what it takes to be a DJ.
All that and more.
ELN Morning starts right now. Good morning, Elon. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Liam Collins.
And I'm Alex Hager. We begin this morning with reactions from ELN and New York students following the recent terrorist attack. This morning, President Donald Trump is reacting on Twitter to Tuesday's New York City terror attack in Lower Manhattan. After tweeting last night about the suspect deserving the death penalty, this morning he followed that up with, quote, "There is also something appropriate about keeping him in the home of the horrible crime he committed. Should move fast, death penalty, exclamation point." The suspect did not enter a plea after appearing in court last night. The attack left 8 dead and 11 injured. We talked with ELN and New York City junior Fletcher Rowe about the positivity in the city despite experiencing the deadliest attack since September 11, 2001.
But nothing, it really didn't seem like anything changed. They always say that New York kind of bounces back. Looking at the hashtag NYC Strong, it really, like today, this morning, it didn't feel super different. Everyone was doing their usual thing every day.
Rowe is one of 11 ELN students studying in New York this semester. All of them have been reported safe.
And services begin today for Breslin Wiley, the ELN student who died over the weekend. A visitation and viewing will be held today from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Bennett Funeral Home in Chesterfield, Virginia. The funeral service will be held tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Saints Constantine and Helen Greek Orthodox Cathedral in Richmond, Virginia. A celebration of life will follow. The Truist Center for Religious and Spiritual Life is offering transportation to the funeral and the celebration. A bus will be leaving campus at 11 a.m. on Friday and returning that evening. To reserve your spot, call the office of the University Chaplain at 336-278-7729. Police are still investigating the cause of death of Wiley. According to the Town of Elon Police Department, the death is being investigated as, quote, an incident of self-harm.
If you or someone you know would like to talk to someone about Wiley's death, there are several resources on campus. You can make an appointment with counseling services at 336-278-7280 during regular hours, Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you need to speak with someone after hours, you can call 336-278-5555.
Tibetan Buddhist monks are on campus today and tomorrow constructing a sand mandala. You're looking at a time lapse of the first few hours of the process. The sand mandala symbolizes healing and peace and takes 3 days to complete. Everyone is welcome to stop by the sacred space in Newman Lumen to watch the monks work. Deconstruction will begin at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Even though it's November, it seems like it's been pretty warm out, but I just think we've got some fall weather on our way.
Yeah, I would agree, but luckily for us, we have Courtney Weiner live on Citroen Plaza with our Phoenix 5-day forecast. Courtney?
Thanks, Liam and Alex. Well, it really does not feel like November out here at Elon right now. As you can see, we have pretty sunny skies, a few clouds here and there. I've really missed the warm weather. Looking at the rest of today, we should continue to see sunny, partly cloudy with a high of 76 and a low of 53. Moving on to the Phoenix 5-day forecast for this homecoming weekend tomorrow. We should again see partly cloudy skies with more sun with a high of 80 degrees. So it's going to be really nice if you want to take out your sandals and shorts, go ahead. Moving on to Saturday, the temperature should drop to around 64. We just see more clouds in the sky, but a dry day for our football game and concert. Going into Sunday and Monday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid to high 70s with low to 55. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Courtney. Now, the holidays, hard to believe, are right around the corner, and that means a lot of things, but I know that we will be buying some presents. It is hard not to run through your savings if you're doing all that holiday shopping, but we have Jack Norcross in the studio with an app to help you budget your money.
Thanks, Alex. There is already a lot on the plates of college students, and keeping a budget just adds to the challenge. One app that organizes your spending habits is Mint. By linking your debit or credit account to the app, Mint will automatically sort through all of your recent transactions into categories like gas, food, and clothes. You can also set a budget for certain categories, and if you reach or go over your budget, you'll get a notification alerting you. The app also allows you to manually add transactions and categorize them as needed, and lets you link your bill statements to your instantly view graphs comparing categories like spending and net income. So whether you want to track your spending habits, stay on budget, or get some extra spending money, Mint can certainly help manage your money. I'm Jack Norcross. Liam and Alex, back over to you.
Thanks, Jack. Definitely going to need that this holiday season. And coming up, we're really getting into the fall spirit, a slow cooker recipe and a craft to pumpkin spice up your life.
And later in the show, we are turning into DJs. We have Ben Waters in the studio laying down the tracks.
Welcome back to ELN Morning. This morning, the Houston Astros are celebrating their first ever World Series win after defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers last night. Hager, did you get to see the game?
I did get to see the game. I stayed up until the end. I stayed up till the end of Game 5 the other night. Went to bed at 2:30 in the morning. You know, I was a little upset that my Yankees and Cubs weren't in it, but it was great for the city of Houston.
Yeah, now I'm a big Yankees fan from New York, so kind of disappointed the Yankees weren't in that this year, but gotta take what you gotta do. I'm glad the Astros were able to pull it out. So now we are getting into the fall spirit with an easy to make fall craft.
Well, we are joined by Grace Morris live in studio to help us finish up the project. Grace, can you show us the last few steps on these pumpkins?
Yeah, so as you saw in the video, we didn't quite finish it, so we're going to just glue these little leaves on to the pumpkin now. So if you take this glue, go ahead, and just dab it on the end of your leaf here, and then just glue it around the end of the stem. So you want to use your leaves to try and cover up some of the seams or the knots that you've made when making the pumpkin. Just make it look a little bit more presentable and add a little bit of flair. These are great pumpkins to put into your house for your fall spirit. You know, they're great Thanksgiving little decoration, and you can make them out of really any kind of fabric you want. You can use like your simple orange like you saw in the video, or we have one here that's, you know, it's got some corn pattern on it, or we have yours that has little bones on it, which are pretty cute.
Yeah, these are adorable. I definitely need these on my table for sure at the end of this month, right? So thanks, Grace, so much. Appreciate you being here. And to go with this craft, we'll have a delicious slow cooker dinner idea on our website, elonnewsnetwork.com. Make sure you check that out. But after the break, we'll be joined with DJ Ben Waters live in the studio to show us what we'll be DJing.
Well, this year's homecoming concert performer is John Bellion, and we have his student opener and freshman DJ, Ben Waters, with us. Thank you so much for being here, Ben.
Thank you.
So how'd you get into this whole thing?
So DJing, I started, I think around 8th grade, freshman year of high school. I started making mashups in GarageBand as a kid. And from there, it was I want to take this live, and bought a little tiny DJ board, and from there just grew as a performer and as a mobile DJ to expand what I have and what I can do, and to get to where I'm today with equipment and skill level and everything.
Yeah. And so just tell us, like, how do you come up with like a mashup of a song? Like, what makes a really good two songs to match it up to?
So in terms of mashups, I think the two main things are matching the tempo and key of the songs. So you want to find either songs that are the same key or harmonically in key with each other, and then they're also the same tempo. So these songs also happen to be in the same tempo. So we have this one, developed by deadmau5 and Chris James, and it's 128 beats per minute. And then I'm gonna mash it up with Pompeii, the vocal track of Pompeii by Bastille, and it's also 120 beats per minute, and they're also in the same key.
Can you show us what that looks like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we have the instrumental playing in the background, and then what I'm gonna have you guys do, I'm gonna tell you to bring this fader up when I say go.
All right. Oh,
Wanna do the
all right,
opposite?
sounds good. I'll do it. Let's do it.
All right, ready? 5, 4, 3. Might recount. 3, 2, 1. Raise it.
Ooh, okay.
And
Yeah.
so that's kind of like the main premise of the
Yeah.
mashup.
That's awesome.
Creating something that's unexpected with stuff they already know.
Right.
Taking something they already know and doing kind of fun stuff with
Yeah.
it that you wouldn't really expect.
And who
Yeah.
are some of your inspirations, DJ-wise?
I think some of my main inspirations would probably be Skrillex, deadmau5, a couple of the main top EDM artists that have really just come so far and made it to where they are today with what they do.
Yeah.
Everyone from Diplo, Marshmello, you name it. Like, I love all of them.
Right.
Chainsmokers, like, they're all great. And everyone before them, Carl Cox, like,
Yeah.
you name it, like some of the older house DJs that have kind of like brought this industry up on their shoulders and taken it off.
Yeah. And so obviously there's like a lot of like buttons and like things going on over
Yeah.
here. Obviously I'm sure you understand what it all means,
Yeah.
but it's all looking kind of a lot to me. So is it possible to, when you're performing, is it possible to make a mistake, or can you just kind
Oh
of
yeah,
go with
no,
it?
totally. I'll accidentally sometimes hit the play button, or like one of the main things I'll constantly do, like, these are like jog wheels acting like as vinyl. So if I hit it by accident, it'll stop the track. So if I'm like reaching over to a knob up top and I bump
All right,
that,
well, we
it'll
will
stop the track.
have more of that for you online. We gotta go. That's all I have time
Yeah,
for today.
totally, thank you.
So we'll have that full interview online. Check it out on elonnewsnetwork.com, and have a great day, Elon.
Thank you. All right.